Hey everyone, today I'm going to be sharing with you how to plant potatoes.
We are Alex and Elaina, a couple in our mid-20s working towards financial independence and self-sustainability.
Follow our journey as we grow, build, fix, and learn the skills we need to get us there. You're going to grow your potatoes from what's called a seed potato. You can buy seed potatoes at any local Home Depot, Lowe's, or even a nursery. I bought my seed potatoes from Home Depot and they came in a box that looks like this. So they have all different varieties there. This specific variety is called All Blue. You can see it's like a purplish potato. And what you do is whenever you get the package, you'll open it up and you'll have a few little potatoes in there. Now, what you want to do is you want to maximize the number of plants you get from one seed potato. And you do that by cutting up what we call the eyes. If you've ever noticed where you kept a potato in a bag too long from the grocery store, you might see some little sprouts forming on the potato. Those are called the eyes of the potato. So if you look here really closely, you'll see that there are eyes on the potato. So where these eyes are, there's going to be sprouts that form. When you buy your potatoes, your seed potatoes, some of them may have even sprouted, and they might have sprouted a lot. So the ones that I bought from Home Depot had a lot of sprouts on them. This tiny little eye that I just showed you on this potato is going to turn into something crazy like this. When they have as big of sprouts as this one does here, you want to make sure that you plant the potato in the correct direction. So in this case, you can see that my sprout is, the potato would have been like, the potato would have been round under here, but the sprout would have been coming out the side. You don't want to put it in the ground this way. You want to plant it in the ground so that your sprout is facing upwards. If you do go the route with cutting up your potatoes into more plants, you want to make sure you give them a day to create some form of skin over the top of it so that they don't rot when you plant them. So if you can see here that this looks pretty leathery, and that's because I've left it for almost 2 days to kind of harden over and create a skin over so that I don't get any rot. Also, I brought some friends with me. Yeah, baby. I brought some friends. These are my planting friends. Let's talk about preparing your beds for your potatoes. Potatoes like really, really loose soil. Think about it. They're going to be growing these huge tubulars underneath the ground. They need loose soil to be able to do that. They also are very, very heavy feeders. So when we plant them today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting down a little bit of fertilizer actually in the trench before we plant the potato. Now, the trenches themselves need to be at least 6 inches deep, and that's about the ideal depth that you want to plant your potatoes at. And then what we'll do is we're going to cover up the potatoes with the soil. Potatoes grow a big green plant above ground, and then they form their tubulars below ground. So they use all the energy that they get from the green leaves and they use it to grow the tubulars below ground. You're going to plant your potatoes between 8 to 12 inches apart. If you plant them further apart, you're going to get bigger potatoes, but if you're like me and you have a relatively small bed, you'll probably plant them close together. So you don't have to get out here with a measuring tape and measure them 8 inches apart. You could use something like your shovel, or you can just guesstimate. So with my planting, I was able to get 8 plants in each row, and then the smaller row I was able to get 5. One thing you want to look out for while your plants grow is you want to make sure, hey little guy, come here, baby, no, come here, don't dig up my plant. One thing you want to keep an eye out for as your plants grow is you want to make sure that there aren't any potatoes that you can visibly see on the soil surface. If you see that, you want to make sure you get some excess soil from somewhere and you want to mound it up around those potatoes. You really want to protect those potatoes from the sunlight, and so by mounding up the soil you can do that. Another thing that you noticed that I did in the video is that I put mulch on my potatoes. I do that for all of my beds to make sure that I keep the moisture in. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video to be helpful, and I hope that you decide to plant some potatoes this year. If you like this video, make sure to click the thumbs up and also make sure to subscribe and click the little bell for notifications. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Hello, babies. Hello. These are my fresh beds. No, you can't eat my lettuce. Oh, don't step on my lettuce. Don't step on my lettuce. Come here, baby. It's okay. It's okay, baby. You guys like my fresh beds. Huh? You like my fresh beds. Don't eat my potato plants. Oh, you're gonna eat the mulch instead.